Women's roles, the 1950s versus 2000. What's changed and what has not? The 1950s were a much simpler time, both good and bad. I'd like to discuss what roles have changed and what important values were lost in the grain of time. I personally fell in love with a non-traditional housewife of the era, Lucille Ball. Is sexism of the 50s still prevalent today? What has changed and what has not from then to now? The good and the bad of the 1950s gender norm. Men were the alphas. They made the decisions and brought home the money. It was mainly the man's place to go to college and business. Women were submissive, their main goal and expectation being to get married and finish school. They were to stay at home, cook, clean, and raise the children. If a woman wanted to better herself, she was considered crazy. Such a thing was ludicrous in the 1950s. What didn't make it from the 1950s and what did? 1950s women were classy and they respect for themselves. They didn't give up their bodies freely and they dressed far more conservatively. Women today are fast and easy. They have very little respect for themselves and often give up their bodies more freely. Their clothes are far more revealing today than they were in the 1950s. Women of the 1950s were all around more sociable and had far more respect for men. Women of today have far less morals and barely respect themselves. Lucille Ball and her non-conforming idealisms. Lucille Ball was a strong, independent woman and who found being a housewife boring. She took her strong ideals and co-wrote and starred on two very popular television shows, I Love Lucy and Lucille Ball Show. Sexism is still prevalent today. Today's women are paid 23% less to do the same job as men. Only 15% of the Fortune 500 CEOs are women. Women of today can hold positions of power. Today we have two women running for president in 2016. Hillary Clinton and Jill Stein. This would never be allowed in the 1950s, bringing evidence of how different things were then and now.